All right, Dave Walls from Funkotron. Where is Funkotron located and how many people work there?
Okay, so we're north of Boston,
Okay.
and we've got about 7 or 8 people on our team. And we also have a virtual studio. So some people are in LA, some people are in New York, but mostly in Boston.
Wow, can you name some of the games developed by Funkotron?
Oh, well, we've been in business for about 13 years, so we've done quite a bit. We've done the Slingo series, which many people will know, Slingo Supreme and Slingo Quest. We've done this word game called Wordbird. We've done Solitaire Kingdom. We've done Poker Superstars, and a lot I forgot. So many.
You have so many that it's just escaping your memory.
But those are major ones.
I got to tell you, sir, I've been a big fan of your games for a long time because I spent a ton of time on some of your Slingo games. And Slingo, in fact, your Slingo games were some of the first ever released on the Big Fish Games website. You know, how did you come to releasing, creating games that were based on the Slingo mechanic?
Well, back then I was looking for games I could use to basically take a web game and then create a big, huge download out of it. So at Funkitron, we really like to take small little fun things and then apply some neat macro design and add power-ups and features and tricks and boosts. And Slingo was the perfect game to do that with. And we had a lot of success with Slingo Quest making adventures and level after level, and Slingo Supreme where you can combine power-ups and make even your own cool Slingo game. So we had a good time doing that.
So you did Slingo, and now you have launched a Match 3 game, and we owe you a congratulations here because Cascade is live, and it is an awesome game, and it is quite a leap to go from the Slingo mechanic to Match 3. So how did that even come about that you tackled this kind of mechanic?
Well, we thought we could bring a lot to the Match 3 gameplay in that we did all this work with our Solitaire Kingdom game, with our Wordbird game, and Slingo, this sort of design where you can combine power-ups and features and make all these new gameplay patterns. And we wanted to do a Match 3 type game, but we didn't want to just do a clone. We just, there's plenty of Match 3 games out there already. So we wanted to come up with our own new spin on it. And that's when we combined the slot mechanic to Match 3. And it was really very cool because the more we got into it, the more we were thinking, wow, this isn't just, it's not just a mashup, it's actually something new we're creating here, that it's like a totally new experience. And it just was great when we discovered that we had something brand new that wasn't a clone and it was still Match 3. It kind of surprised us.
So I got to ask, a lot of the games that you've launched in the past, they were games that you could buy and own, whereas Cascade is free. What made you develop a free game?
Well, with a free game, you can hit such a wider audience. There is such a barrier to entry when you have a game that you got to pay for first. And a free game, everybody can come to your game. There's no door that's saying you can't play. So we get everybody in and we get them playing, and it's the perfect way to introduce something that's brand new because there's no barriers.
So it launched on iPhone and iPad, and we've already got customers asking, is it coming to Android?
Yes, the Android is about 99.9% done.
You're making a lot of people very happy with that comment, let me tell you. So Funkotron partnered with Big Fish to bring Cascade to market.
Yes.
How did that partnership come about?
Well, when we started with Cascade and we knew we had a pretty good game, we were thinking about doing it on our own, but we thought, wouldn't it be great to publish with somebody that had the type of partner, the type of customer that would really like our game. And when we started looking around, Big Fish was a perfect partner. Because they were doing great in the casino space, they were doing great in slots, and also with Match 3, we just thought this would be perfect.
There's quite a few Match 3 games on the Big Fish website, and a lot of customers seem to really enjoy them, so it seems to be working well. Yeah. But I gotta ask, where did you get the setting for the game? Are you personally a fan of mining? Did you intend to be mining your way through Cascade?
Well, I am a Gold Rush fanatic, so I do love Gold Rush. And we just thought it would be great to have this sort of spirit of adventure with the game, and also beautiful places. Almost like state parks where you'd go and you're searching for something. You're searching for these gems. It's in a nice setting, state park type of place. And when we started getting the artwork for it, it became clear that this was places we wanted to go. I remember when Mark, the producer, said, "I want to go here." And that's when we knew that we had something really good.
Honestly, I do want to go there. Like, I think I just opened up one of the mountain levels. I'm like, man, I want to climb that mountain. It looks beautiful. Yeah. In fact, the art in this game isn't only beautiful, but absolutely adorable. People are freaking out about Jasper, who's your little mole.
Yes.
Where did he come from?
Oh, well, that was, it was a process of figuring out who was going to be the star of the game. And when you're thinking of a game like this, where it can be anything, you really sit down and you play with a lot of things. And Jasper sort of came out and sort of presented himself as the perfect sort of likable, cute, fun character.
He is stinking cute. Like,
who
wow.
looks like he likes his gems.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So you were talking earlier about you wanted to create an interesting experience for these customers, which you really kind of have in sort of the uniqueness that is the Cascade mechanic. What is, I mean, when you create games and release them, what is the experience that you're hoping to give to the customer?
Just an experience. It's hard to sort of state. It's what you feel when you play, where it's not too hard, it's not too easy. It's just a very nice experience where you're solving something, you're figuring out something. And as you're playing, you feel good when you solve it. And if it's too hard, it's not going to be fun. If it's too easy, it's not going to be fun. So we really try to get this balance, and it's sort of the type of thing that when you play it and you experience and you feel like you got it, you got it. It's like there, and people can really sit down and enjoy the game. Like after dinner, it's the perfect game where instead of just sort of zoning out in front of the TV, you can actually sit down and give your brain a little exercise and have an enjoyable experience where you actually can accomplish some goals and make some progress.
It's funny you mentioned that. Actually this morning on the flight here to San Francisco, I actually normally play another game of ours, Fairway Solitaire, but I fired up Cascade, and it was just so nice. You're absolutely right. There was a couple levels I had a hard time beating, and others that I whisked right through, and it keeps your brain working while also being a little bit relaxing while you're like, can we please board,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got to ask, if you were given the opportunity to stand in front of all of our Big Fish customers, like the people who are fans of your games, what is the one thing you'd want to say to them?
Oh, thanks for playing. We put a lot of work into these games, and it's just awesome when you see so many people getting enjoyment out of them. So thanks for playing.